Thank you for tuning in, folks. It's the Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A. Spitting that fire on another episode. Dragons on the net. Dragons on the net. Spit that fire. You know, everyone wants to be lions. I'll be that dragon who spits that fire. Dragons on the net. Dragons on the net. You boxing fans, you know where I got that from. You guys know where I got that from. On this episode, as it says, this is a 2-fight breakdown and prediction episode here. It's the Belfast. The headliner is Jono versus Geraghty. It might be Colin. I don't know if he's the main attraction, but the list has Jono as the headliner. But right now we're going to cover the super lightweight contest, the 10-rounder between Tyrone, McKenna, and Jack Catterall. You know, Jack Carroll is coming off his 1-round knockout, quick back in the ring. You know, his name is hot for his actions. And then the blondie, what's his name? What is his name? Having a brain. O'Hara is calling him out, saying he wants him next. So let's see how he looks in this fight. This is a southpaw versus southpaw. This is the Double RT Boxing Show is what this is. I'm your host, Mr. A. You know, we got Tyrone McKenna, who is age 28, taking on the younger man than Jack at 24. Two southpaws. Jack's coming in at 6'1", 16-0, 1 draw. His last, he has 6 KOs against the 12 KOs and 21-0 Jack Carroll at 5'7" against the 6'1", like I said. Both undefeated, so someone's O has got to go. And let's break that down. Whose O is going to go? Right here. Dragons on the net. Breathing that fire. Dragons on the net. Thumbs up. Please subscribe if you have not. I'm on Twitter, Double RTB Show. Follow that. You'll see this video posted. You'll see some other ones. Share it. You know, help the channel grow. Help this become your favorite channel. But I don't want to be your favorite, but I just want to be one of the ones you do go to, because boxing is a great sport. It is perfectly okay to look at all the other people, get boxing insight. You know, you watched all my shows and you want to just keep hearing more boxing, go watch others. But let this be your show. I'm just the host, Mr. A, the host of your show, the Double RT Boxing Show, the Ready Talk Boxing Show. Thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're a new viewer. Like I said, double edition here. This breakdown right here. A 6'1" Tyrone McKenna. I like the legs. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, I do a breakdown prediction. I do the 3 categories: legs, defense, offense. For leg-wise, I think Jack uses, even though I don't see Jack fight on the back foot as decent as a Tyrone. Tyrone could kind of back up a little bit and use his jab. To me, both these guys are kind of better when they're coming forward. But to me, the little difference that do set them apart is when they're in the inside. I think Jack uses his feet work a little better to get himself ready for the next punch and to kind of help him shift his body weight, you know, for the counters and the catching fires, and get himself ready for the next punch. And I think when he's getting ready for the next punch, his feet placement and his leg setup gives him a little more leverage on his punches. That's why I'm going to go with Jack for the legs, even though I think Tyrone kind of is a better back foot fighter. But like I said, they're both, to me, better coming forward. So we're going to check box Jack on the legs. Defensively, I like Jack again. Like I said, Tyrone McKenna, his attribute is his length. His defense ain't too. It's not the. He's just I think he's a subpar guy. Jack, you know, he's the fact he's gonna be a shorter man. He uses a little head movement. He's good at catching and firing. So I think I like how he does that. Well, I think McKenna can be ducking. But the fact that Jack is so short, if he's going to be ducking, he's going to be right in the fire range of Jack. So I can't really see him ducking under Jack's shots. So, again, for this fight, I'm going with the defense of Jack. Not by much, but just a Jack. Now, offensively, the jab, I like Tyrone. I think his length is going to be a big factor for him to win this fight. He's going to have to keep the distance. He has good body work. I think he's good at going up and down the stairs. Good with the hooks, good with the uphand. Now, Jack, like I said, his offense, I think he's a clean switch from offense to defense. I think he can catch and release. I think he has good combinations of upstairs, downstairs. He switches up his combination. He doesn't really, you can't really pinpoint. Is it going to be a 1-2? Then he'll look to the left hook to the body, straight to the stomach, or come around to a right hook to the body. I like Jack's punch selection overall more than Tyrone. But Tyrone does have a good motor on. I think he can throw good combinations. But in picking this fight, for Tyrone to win, he's going to have to keep Jack on the outside of his punches. So, like I said, use his back foot fight and circle the ring, keep it in the center, and don't get caught on the ropes. For Jack to win, he's going to have to get within the reach of the 6'1" guy. He's 5'7". You know, get within that reach. I think he will. I think he's a better inside fighter. You know, I think him being a better inside fighter, I think he's going to get inside the reach, work the body, and eventually, you know, work the body and switch upstairs, back downstairs. I got Jack Catterall winning this fight by I say a unanimous decision. It'll be a close fight, but I think he'll win this fight. That is prediction 1 on the WRT boxing of this doubleheader. And I said that now we move on to the main event, the IBF Intercontinental the Super Lightweight Championship here. And that, Super Featherweight, I'm sorry. The IBF Intercontinental Super Featherweight. And that is between Jono Carroll, the bearded man, you know, against Declan. What is his name? Declan Geraghty. Now, this is a rematch of earlier in their careers. Fight got stopped due to some head clash. Southpaw versus Southpaw. Declan has 2 losses, 17-2 against 15-0 Jono. Now it's 2 KOs for Jono, 4 KOs for Declan. This is a tough fight, folks. This is a tough fight for me because what I see in this fight is pressure versus slick boxer. Now, I'm not saying they're the best. You know, I got Jono as a pressure puncher boxer, and I got Declan as a boxer puncher. Because Declan's not that big of a puncher, but he's a boxer first. Now, to me, this fight is going to be hard to see who wins. It's a mirror image in my head. I'm seeing this fight. I watched about 2 or 3 fights of each of these guys. I know Jono because from previous coverage of the WRT boxing show, I actually covered Jono, and I like him. I like his style. And Declan, I learned of him making this show for this fight. And that's what I do on the WRT boxing show. I learn fighters with you, and if you don't know who they are and you learn it with me, that's what this show is about, teaching you not just the champions, but the whole rankings, 1 through 15, right here on the WRT boxing show. Your show, I'm just a host. Dragons on the net, dragons on the net, dragons on the net, spitting that fire. I'm a dragon on the net. Now, this fight, as I was saying, is going to be a mirror image of Wilborn versus Langford. What's going to matter to you? The heavy punches that Wilborn was scoring, or the nice little pity pat combinations that Langford was doing? Obviously, it went towards Wilborn's way, and I believe this is how this fight's going to go. Jono's going to be Wilborn. Declan's going to be Langford. Who is going to score? The hardest shots, I believe, are going to come from Jono. The movement and the pity pats and the nice little combinations are going to come from Declan, but how much effect are they going to have on Jono? He's going to be walking right through him. Like I said, leg-wise, I think Declan is a better mover. I think he could use the ring better than Jono. Jono's a straight come-forward guy, high guard, and he jabs his way in and works with the body. Harder shots. Declan can't get caught against the ropes on Jono. So feet-wise and leg movement, ring general shit, we're going with Declan. Defensively, Declan's a little loose. You know, he's on the outside. He can duck. He can move. He's a little quick on his feet. Jono's a more of a catch on the elbows, forearm, and just fire back with you. He's more of a catch and counter, while Declan is a mover around the ring. So defensively, I like Declan. So feet working defensively, I like Declan. Offensively, I like Jono. Not just because of his power shots. I think he gives off good 1-2s and digs to the body to go. While Declan does it as well, but he just doesn't push the oomph. But I think Declan has a. This is tough because they both got a jab. Like I said, Declan I think is an overall better boxer. I think he even probably has a better offense, but I just don't think he has the power to stop Jono from coming in. I think Jono's going to be able to walk through his shots. Now, for Declan to win this fight, he's going to have to get Jono's respect early. You keep it in the middle of the room, keep it in the middle of the ring, stay off the ropes, and I would say he's going to have to score shots and step off to the side. He can't back straight up. And I think Jono's going to be open for an uppercut because Jono's going to come in. You know, he's going to be rushing in, throw some pity tats, tat, and then boom, step off to the side, uppercuts. On the angle uppercut, I think Declan could get Jono with. Now, for Jono to win this fight, he's going to have to jab himself. He can't just rush in. You know, don't be over anxious and just rush in. You know, jab himself in, put Declan against the ropes, and work his body. Stop the movement from Declan, because if he could keep Declan in front of him, I think he will stop him. Now this is tough, man. I've been wanting to put this show up about 2 days ago, but I just can't decide. At first, I was leaning with Declan. I think he's a better mover. I think his movement's going to get him. Just like I picked Langford to win that fight because I thought the movement and the tats were going to get him. And then Wilburn to put in the shots. And I think this fight is going to go the same way. Oh, this is tough. I'm going to go with Jono. Even though, this is tough. Even though I don't want. What should I do? Dragons on the net. Dragons on the net. We're going to spit that fire right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. The fire I'm spitting is Jono, and I'm going edgy here. For this 12-round IBF Intercontinental, Jono's going to keep that belt, this super featherweight title. I think he's going to knock him out in around the 10th round. Jono retaining that championship. He's going to be moving. It's going to be a good fight. Declan's going to be getting him. But Jono, I think, is going to take all those punches. Eat some he shouldn't be eating, but work the body and eventually put the pressure. He's going to catch Declan. He's going to catch. You know, I think Declan was winning the first fight. I think Jono probably got a little better since then, learned something. He's going to knock him out. I'm not 100% confident on that, but I like it. Double RT Boxing, the boxing show. Double RT Boxing Show with your host, Mr. A. Spitting that fire. Why? Because I'm dragging on the net. Dragging on the net. You guys know where I got that from. Fucking guy needs to step up. Thank you for your support. Thumbs up. Please subscribe if you have not.